have released a complexion balm and I obviously had to give it a purchase. So this was actually a really fun purchase because Vieve were doing a road show across the UK and they were in town. For anyone who doesn't know, that's the Liverpool city centre, and they were doing a full Airstream with all the products. You got to go and meet the Vieve team, you got to be colour matched, and then you got to meet Jamie Genevieve herself. And I just want to quickly say, she is stunning in real life, both inside and out. I think she comes across so well on the internet. She looks stunning, but she acts stunningly as well. Her personality comes across so nice online. She's even better in person. She is such a lovely person. And I think it's so nice to know that when you support a brand and then you meet them and you realise, okay, yeah, this person is exactly like that in real life. It's just a nice, just an added touch to buying products, do you know what I mean? Now, as I said, this video is all about a review and a wear test of the complexion balm, but this is not my first impression of this product. I do have a TikTok down below using just this, the Vieve concealer and the Vieve blush. I wanted to do a video with just the basics so that you could see what it looks like if you were in a rush, maybe you're running the shop, going to pick the kids up, going to school, and you want your skin to look like skin, it look like you've got no makeup on. I wanted to do a review of this product like that. So there is a link down below to a TikTok video that I've got, which is just me reviewing this with the concealer and the cream blush. There's no setting powders, there's no setting sprays, nothing like that, just the product itself, and you get to see how it wears throughout the day. But today's video is all about me using this as a full look, using it as if I was going on a night out or going on a day out. I wanted to see how it sat with my products because it's great seeing on its own, but it's also great seeing how it sits with the other products. And I will do a full wear test. I will drop in and out throughout the day and show you what my makeup looks like. I've tried to use as many Vieve products as possible. So I've used the complexion balm, obviously, because that's what the video is about. I've also used the concealer, the cream blush, the 90s palette for my eyes, and also the skin dew. Now, if you want to know how to do this eye look, it's going to come at the very end of the video. Most of this video is about the complexion balm, but if you are looking and thinking, oh no, I have the 90s palette, what's she done? Then you can fast forward. I need to go to this time and you can do a full tutorial on that as well. But the main bit of this video is all about the complexion balm. So with that being said, let's get into it. Let's see how this applies. Let's see how this wears under my other products, and let's see how it wears throughout the day. I've done my skincare and I am now going to apply the Skin Nova primer. So Vieve were giving out free sachets of the Skin Nova primer, and they do advise that you use this with the Skin Nova complexion balm. That's obvious. That is the way brands do these things. They always want you to use the full system when using the product. So that's exactly what I'm going to do for you. So I'm just going to pop that onto the skin. It is absolutely stunning, by the way. The Skin Nova is it's so thin and watery. It just slides onto the skin really, really easy. It's not thick in any way, shape or form. It is really, really nice. And it does have a nice scent to it. I will say one thing, Jamie Genevieve's products do have a lot of fragrance in them. There's always a scent to them. The concealer I don't think does, but I know the skin dew smells, it smells divine. Absolutely stunning. So we're just going to pop that all over our face and then a little bit on our forehead. So that's the Skin Nova on. We're now going to use the Vieve Skin Nova Complexion Balm. So this is what it looks like. I actually really like Vieve packaging. I think it's really simple but elegant. It's makeup artist friendly. I can clean this. This isn't going to look bulky in my kit. It's going to sit perfectly in my case. It's just an all-round great packaging. I am not for all this packaging with bells and whistles. As a consumer, yes, as an average person who doesn't do makeup, just your own makeup, then yeah, I understand the packaging aspect. But as a working makeup artist, there's too much packaging. And when you're trying to downsize your kit and you're trying to get things in your makeup kit and you're trying to make it really easy to see them, some of the packaging is just a little bit too much for me, and I prefer the simplicity of something like this. It's clean, it's sleek, it's exactly what we need. Now, the back of the packaging tells you all about the Skin Nova Complexion Balm. It says, packed with hydrating and smoothing skincare ingredients, the formula adds radiant, customizable coverage for a healthy looking complexion. Directions for use: apply using a brush, sponge, or your fingers, building coverage as you desire. Now, when I pop this on the back of my hands, this is the consistency. It's pretty thick. Straight away, this reminded me of the MAC Sculpt foundation that was in a tube. It was very like gel-like. This gives me that sort of like vibe. It has a stunning consistency. It's really, really nice, but it's not like a tinted moisturizer. It's not like a skin serum. It is more like a balm, a more gel-like consistency. The colour match, by the way, this is shade 120, and I nearly died when she put this on me. I was amazed by the colour match. I have never been colour matched that easy. That easy. Now, what they did give me, just so you can see, this is the colour chart. This is all the colours. I am this one right here. And I was really interested in this one for my makeup kit because I do think skin balms, tinted moisturisers, they can, in the paler shades, look really, really dry and just settle into fine lines and wrinkles. And they can just often gather to skin really easy. So I'm just going to buff that in a minute before it sets, because I've just realised I'm sitting here with, but look at it, the colour match. I can't. So we're going to just take a little bit more of the complexion balm on the back of my hands, because I have now like sort of rubbed that into my skin. And I'm going to take that much. So obviously I've still got the excess of before. Now I am going to apply it on this side with my fingers, and I'm going to go in with a brush on this side. So, I'm going to tap that in. As I said in the intro, this is not my first impressions. I have used this product. This is going to be how things sit on top of it. I do have a TikTok on my first impressions of this product. So that's use it on its own, no powders, no nothing, to see how it wears, because some people don't want to wear powder with products. They just want to go in with a little bit of tint and leave the house. So that is what it looks like on my skin. Straight away, that is what it looks like. As you can see, it's created a really light, nice coverage, a very, 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 very light coverage, but still you can see there is coverage. It's just about it looking like second skin, and it's got a gorgeous dew to it. It's really, really pretty on the skin. It's not clung to anything, and it is sitting on really, really nice. Now I'm going to go in with a brush. I'm going to take the Vieve 102 brush, and I'm just going to take the same amount of size on the back of my hand there, and then I'm going to go in on this side. Now I haven't used a brush, and this is exactly why I haven't used a brush with this product. I don't think it's going to go as far as if you use your fingers. See, that's just like disappeared in the brush. And I had a feeling that's exactly what it would do. But it does say you can use a brush, and you can, don't get me wrong. I might even just dust over my nose a little bit or go around the edges with it. But let's just buff this bit so you can see it blended in. It's going to help blend the product in, but I'm going to use my fingers. I'm not here for wasting product. This is £34 a tube, and you are getting 30 mils. So we don't want to be wasting product, okay? We don't want to be doing that. So I'm going to take the same amount that I've just used, and I'm going to look at the coverage you're getting. You're getting so much more out of a little amount when using your fingers. I do think balms are much better used with fingers. I think a lot of foundations actually go on better with fingers than brush. A lot of people have compact foundation brushes, so that's why I reached for that brush. Now you could use something like this, or you could go in with maybe like a fluffier brush like this, but I don't see the point. I really, really don't with this product. I don't think you need to be using brushes. I think you need to be going in with your fingers. I think you're going to be utilising the product so much better. Now I'm going to take a little tiny bit more, and I know a lot of people are going to say you keep reaching for the product. Oh, I've just gone really lightheaded. Do apologise. Yes, I do, but that's because I'm only taking small amounts. When I pump foundation onto the back of my hand, I'm taking a lot more than that in one pump. Would you believe it is 5 to 11 in the morning? It is so dark. It has rained constantly in the UK at the minute. It has been horrendous. If anyone wants to get a date of what I'm doing this on, it's the 12th of September. It's been like torrential rain, not even like funny rain, like where you go, oh yeah. It's been like really bad. And as you can see, we're starting to get a really nice coverage on the skin. As I said, I'm taking very small amounts. This is how you stop wasting product. So I'm just going to take a small amount, dab that there, dab that there, dab that there. And I actually am going to go in with a little bit more on my cheeks just to see what it looks like. And then work that in. I always find my forehead's the easiest place to put foundation. It's just the smoothest part of my face. So I do enjoy how easy it blends in. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't like the smell of this product. It reminds me of a cleaning product and I can't think what it is, but I'm sure it will come to me at some point. As you can see, you can really build that up, but this is building a lot easier because I'm using my fingers. Now, what I will say is if you are wanting a full coverage foundation, this is not for you. This is not for you. This is for those who like to do a really simple base and maybe build on from that. And that's all we're going to do for our base. Gorgeous and glowy. I've got a nice little coverage. There's nothing settled on my skin, but I am going to take the Vieve concealer now. This is in shade light 1, and I'm going to do the more fine tuning of the face now. So we're going to pop the concealer there and there. Now I do normally go in with my number 18 Maybelline just to counteract my under dark eyes, but I want to use just as much Vieve products that I can. I'm going to go in with that there and a little bit there. Now, what I would say, if you've been umming and ahhing about trying the Vieve concealer, this concealer doesn't end. It doesn't stop. It's constant. It is like a never-ending story of concealer. It just doesn't disappear. I don't know how, but it doesn't, and I use it all the time. All the time. That's my personal one. I also have one in my makeup kit. Like, honestly, it's never ever ending. My favourite contour stick is the NYX Fair Contour Stick, and that's exactly what we are going to use. I am going to take it on a brush. I'm going to go in and buff out that concealer. I am doing this a little bit slower than I would normal, so I don't want to leave it for too long. Concealer does allow time to set, but I wouldn't say it allows the greatest amount of time to set. Sometimes you can have other concealers that just, you can leave for ages and you can still blend them out for perfectly fine. I wouldn't say the Vieve one is that concealer. It definitely gives you time, but not tons of time. And then I'm just going to blend any excess that's on the brush up towards the cheek. And then we're going to buff out the concealer. Now, as you can see, it's still blending pretty nicely. What I tend to do is I go over the edges initially, and then I like fine tune that. So, and I'm just going to buff that nicely into the skin. And up to now, I'm sorry, but everything's sitting on this beautifully. And I mean beautifully. This highlights how much your concealer plays a massive part in your makeup routine, and how your contour has created a little bit of coverage, and how everything together builds up to create the best base. Okay. Absolutely stunning up to now, even if I do say so myself. I think the skin looks gorgeous. We're going to go in with some blush. Now, we got a free sample of this when we purchased the Skin Complexion. This is the Vieve Sunset Blush Balm Luminous Liquid Blush in shade Cupid, if I remember right. Oh, Cherub. Sorry, it's Cherub. So this says it's a light buildable liquid blush which adds a natural veil of radiant colour to the cheeks. So, just going to pop that all over. I think that is enough on me, but that has gone on really nice. And that is the base with all the cream products done. So now we're going to set everything, and this is the bit I'm looking forward to. Now, you all know my usual reach, my usual favourite is the Givenchy powder. Sadly, Givenchy have decided to go rogue, and they've decided to completely change the formula, add some shimmer in, just make it a completely different powder. So now we're all on the hunt for a new powder. So the one I'm going to use today is this. Now, NARS were kind enough to gift me some NARS products the other week. I haven't done a full video on this yet. I am still working with it. I want to see if I like it, so on and so forth. But I am going to use this today alongside some other powders. So we're going to take this and we're going to go in with a light dusting on a brush like that. And we're going to see how that goes on. and that's gone on really nice. Now, as you can see, it is very light because I'm using a brush. I am going to go in with a powder puff around my cheeks in a minute, but I just want to see how this fares on these areas. Because I do like using a light amount of powder. I don't use a lot of powder really, not in comparison to other people. Now that's how that is sat on top of the Skin Complexion Balm. Let's powder here with a brush. Now, obviously, this is going to take away that dew that we've got from the Complexion Balm. So depending how you want your skin to look, if you want to keep the natural dew here, you're just not going to powder there. But obviously, depending on the person, everything is just so dependent on you. If that isn't what you want to do, then don't do it. You don't have to. Everything is completely down to you. So I'm going to take the powder on a brush and I'm just going to dust it here just to see what it looks like. We've still got a gorgeous little sheen to the skin. It's just not as dewy as what this looks like, but it's still definitely got a gorgeous glow to it. And we are taking minimal powder here, like, and I mean minimal. There's literally, I haven't shook the tub. It's just the tiniest. I mean, you don't really need to shake the tub of this one. It's got one of them like little nettings. So I'm just going to go around here. And that is what that all looks like. Now I am going to take a powder puff. I'm not going to lie, it's not a clean powder puff. I haven't got one handy, but this has only been used with this powder anyway. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pop that in the top. I'm going to pop that all over the skin. Okay. And that's the powder on top. I've got to be honest, the powder is sat on so nice. I hope that's coming across on camera as nice as it is for me. Pretty. Now I'm just going to do underneath my eyes. I use the Jaclyn Hill Under Eye Bright at the moment, but you cannot get it anymore, so I don't bother showing you the tub because you can't get it no more. But I am just taking the pink shade a little tiny bit because that is what I would normally do. I'm just going to place that underneath my eyes there just to give it a nice little brightening effect. Again, this is all optional. The sad reality is knowing that my Givenchy powder would look exceptional on this. I do still have half a tub left, but I'm not wasting it in videos because there's no point, because you can't get it anymore, so there's no point me talking about it. But it's so depressing because I just know it would look absolutely stunning on top of this. But well, that's not where we are. Vieve do their own bronzer. I don't have their bronzer. I like the Beauty Bay ones. I'm not saying I wouldn't try them. It's just I like using the Beauty Bay ones. I really like the paler shade. So this is shade Fawn. And I'm just going to take a little bit on a big fluffy brush. And I'm just going to place that on the highest points that I would catch the sun naturally. We're going to just finish off the blush. I'm taking some NARS blush here. I'm going to go in with this one right here. I do just want to finish the makeup around my eyes. So we're going to take a fluffy brush. We're going to take a really small amount of face powder and we're going to buff that into the eye look you've just created. The reason why you want to do this is what it's going to do. It's going to blend the colours on the outside edge, like airbrush them into the skin. See how that's just airbrushed all that into the skin. Look at that side and then look at that side. So we're going to do the same on this side. I finished my lips off, I've done my eye makeup. The final Vieve product I'm going to go in with is this Skin Dew. I love this stuff. It goes on top of the Givenchy like a dream. I am a little bit scared because I've never used it on top of this NARS powder. Like I said, I've recently been sent it, but we're going to try it anyway. Now, the way I like to use the Vieve Skin Dew is I take a little bit on the pad of my hand. You'll have seen me do this quite a few times. I then pat it to, like, rub it together on the pads and then just tap that into the skin. Please be nice. Because I really am panicking about this because I know it sits nice under. Oh, no, it's gone on nice. Oh, it's gone on. And that is the Skin Dew sitting on top of the powder, looking really, really pretty. I am still going to set that, and I'm going to take my Real highlighter because this is my favourite highlighter. And I'm just going to tap that on the top. And that is the finished look. I really, really like it. I think it's so, so nice. This, I can feel in my bones, is going to be something brides are going to love, especially a more mature bride or a mother of the bride who have a more mature skin type. This is going to be something I feel is going to get very popular with that sort of genre of makeup, where people don't want to wear a lot of makeup, but they want a nice coverage and they want it to feel lightweight. That is what they're gonna get. It does feel like it's hydrating. Obviously, I know I put powder on, but when I wore it the other day without powder, it felt really, really hydrating. This is really, really pretty. It's so, so pretty. It's gone on so nice. I feel like I've got nothing on my skin. Like, it genuinely feels like I've got nothing on my skin. So I love it. I really love it up to now. I'm hoping this is going to wear well. I really liked it without the powder and everything on, so I don't see how it's going to fail me. But I am so interested to see how this wears with all the powders. Let's do the wear test. Let's see how this wears. And then again, if you want to know how to do this eye look, you need to fast forward to this bit here. And then obviously you can come back and do the same with the skin. But other than that, let's do the wear test and let's see how we got on. Okay, so my last client has just left for the day. This is it in direct light. It's 5:25, and this is what the makeup looks like. Now, I will excuse the under eyes here because this eye didn't stop for about an hour. And then once this one finished, this one started. So this is what it looks like on the skin. I have had goggles on because when I do nails, I have like glasses, but they look like glasses, but they're not, they're actual goggles because I hate the dust. So that has been on there. So as you can see, a little bit has came away. That happens with glasses. Like, there's literally no way of fixing that. But as you can see, it's still looking really, really nice. When I was done this at 10:30 this morning, by the time I finished filming and doing intros and everything like that, it has been a good solid 6-hour wear test on this because it is now 5:30. I am stood in direct light. This is what it looks like in real life. I genuinely think it looks really, really nice. The thing with this product is I wouldn't buy it for full coverage at all. It's not what I'd recommend it for. You may as well just buy a full coverage foundation. But if you are someone who likes having a tint or a serum or a really lightweight foundation and then use your concealers and everything else to create a full look, this is definitely going to be for you. But if you are someone who likes to go in with full coverage, like I have a friend I would not recommend this to because she likes an Estee Lauder double wear finish, and that isn't what you're getting with this. That isn't what you're going to get. Even if you build this up, you're also just going to waste a lot of product. But what I would say this is good for is if you like versatility, you want to be able to build to a medium coverage, you want to be able to have a lightweight, you want to be able to have what looks like second skin, this is definitely going to be for you. Okay, so that's the type of person this is catered to. This is not catered to my double wear wearers or anyone who goes out with a Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect foundation every single day who wants that sort of full coverage. That isn't what this is for. This is for someone who likes to wear a skin tint just to run the shops, go take the kids to school, do whatever you need to do. Or you are going to use the product with all your other products and make it a full face. Okay, so I do think as long as you understand what type of product this is, you're going to be happy with it if you buy it. I really, really like it. I definitely will be using this more often. I think it's something I'm going to reach for during the day as well, especially if I'm just going shopping or anything. It creates that nice lightweight second skin coverage. I think this still looks really, really nice. So yeah, I definitely approve of the Vieve Complexion Balm. I really, really like it, and hope you like the video, and we're done. First, I'm going to go in with my P. Louise base and I'm going to prep my eyes for the eyeshadows. So I'm just going to go in and prep around my eyebrows. My eyebrows are in dire straits of needing tinting. So yeah, we're going to ignore the eyebrows because I just couldn't be bothered this morning, like fannying around with them. That's both eyes prepped. As I said, we're going to stick with the Vieve theme and we're going to go in with the Vieve 90s palette. We're going to actually go in with our full coverage one, which is 93, which is this one right here. It is a gorgeous, like, burgundy matte shade eyeshadow. It is absolutely stunning. And all we're going to do is we're going to take a flat brush. Then I'm going to take the product And I'm going to look forward. And as you can see, that is sitting ever so slightly above the crease. And then I'm just going to pack this product on. Once that's packed on, it's going to look like that. I mean, that is absolutely gorgeous. If you've got blue eyes or green eyes, this is going to make your eyes pop, pop. I'm going to take Low Rise, this one right here. I'm going to take that on this little brush, and we're just going to slightly dust that onto the edges of 93 so we can blend that up. Like so. Then all I'm going to do is take a fluffy brush, shade Phase, and I'm just going to tap the excess off and buff those edges right the way round. Small circular motions, 50% on the old eyeshadow and 50% on the new. Look how easy them shadows are blended. It just looks so pretty. It's so, so easy. And look how much it's made my eyes pop instantly. My eyes are popping. So once that's done, we're going to go back through and we're going to make sure that we don't lose any colours. So we're going to pack on 93, go back in with Low Rise, like that, and then we're going to go in with Phase. It was never a phase, Mom. I don't know why I do that in an American accent, like we don't say it in the UK as well. And that is the look on the top. Done. Go do your other eye. Next, we're going to take a flat definer brush like this, and we are going to go in with the exact same process as we did at the top underneath. So you're going to take 93 on this brush, you're going to tap your excess off, and you're going to go right underneath your lashes, okay? You can make this one as thick or as thin as you want. I'm going to show you mine up close once I've finished. It's going to be about that thick. We're going to then go in with Low Rise. I'm going to take it on this little pencil brush. Like so. Small fluffy brush like this. And we're going to go in with Phase, and we're just going to buff that edge out. Then go back in with all our colours because I don't want any colours to be lost. Now, as I said, it's rounding it back off again. So this is completely up to you. If you don't want to do it like that and you want it to go outwards, then all you have to do is bring that concealer out a little bit more. And remember, you can do that. It is completely up to you how you shape this. I just wanted it round. And then I'm just going to take the brush that had Phase on it and just buff that edge out. And now we have a nice rounded eye. This eye look obviously needs a little bit of black liner on the waterline. You could also go in with a pop of colour if you really, really wanted to. And that is the finished look. So I hope you liked this video, guys. I hope you like the fact that I've gave you a review, a wear test. I've also given you an eye look. I hope you're happy with this whole video. Other than that, I will see you next time. Bye.